Hello, I am Jenna Zint, and I am the founder, owner, mom boss at Turbans for Tots. Turbans for Tots is an online shop, specifically an Etsy shop. We sell handmade headbands, bows, and hats, sizes newborn through adults. I started Turbans for Tots 5 years ago when my oldest daughter was a few months old, and I was trying to find her a trendy gray bow. And I didn't think it was going to be that difficult. But all of the options I found were bright pink, and like 75% of them had sparkles or sequins or glitter, and they were just super tacky. And I was not going to put my daughter in that. So because I couldn't find what I was looking for, I decided to make what I wanted. And I chose fabrics that were less juvenile, that were more neutrals. I chose fabrics that I myself would wear even as an adult. And I finally got my trendy gray bow. At some point along the way, I realized that I could probably sell these, so I needed to learn how to use a sewing machine, because that was going to be strategic in my growth. But we didn't have a lot of money at that point, so I found my friend's 13-year-old daughter, and I spent the afternoon in her bright pink bedroom learning to use a sewing machine. After that, I took a $35 gift card that I had to Joann's Fabric, because remember, we're like newlywed broke at this point. And I bought all of the goods and like raw material I was going to need, and that was my initial investment, because at that point, that was what we had. I started making a ton of headbands, and I took pictures of them on my daughter, and I put them on my Etsy shop, and then I put them on Pinterest. And the pictures actually ended up being really popular on Pinterest. This is one of the original photos. That is my daughter, 4 months old, and that is her and one of the bows that I made. And this picture actually ended up going viral. And looking at that little face, I mean, I get it. That's a cute baby. But you might think I'm biased because I made the bow and I made the baby. But 800,000 people reshared that photo, so clearly I'm not the only one that thought that was adorable. Because of the exposure this picture and this pin gave us, our shop sales actually took off right off the bat. These are cumulative stats for our shop from 2014 till now. We have had over 4.6 million views to our shop. We've had 874,000 unique visits, and we have shipped 44,200 orders worldwide. We've done 1.1 million in revenues. Okay, from baby bows. That's a lot of bows. Thanks. Oh, thanks. If you were to line them up from tip to tip, they would go from here to Anderson and back. That is how many baby bows we're talking about. And I made them entirely by myself. Yeah, that's not true. I'm not sure that's possible. This is my staff. I have an amazing staff of 15 people. Everything that we sell in our shop is made in Shasta. They ship out over 4,000 items a month. These ladies are machines. And clearly, this was at our staff Christmas party this past year. I am the CEO. I am our product development and marketing team. I have a business degree. My husband, Aaron, is our CFO, and he is our HR department manager. He has a degree in accounting, and he also has 3 years experience in HR. My second in command is Sarah. She has 2 successful businesses to her credit, and she has been a strategic part to the growth of our company. And then Jean is kind of the mom of the office, not only because she literally has 2 daughters that work for us as well, but she has over 30 years seamstress experience, and she is our head of manufacturing. So she has 5 people underneath her that use her expertise on a daily basis. We did not invent the bow. I'm sure none of you are shocked by that information. But our brand stands out, and we don't have to guess why our brand stands out. Our customers tell us over and over again why they love us in our reviews. We have over 16,000 reviews, and we're still at a 5-star rating. That's no small feat, guys. And what they say they love about us is we have consistent, great quality. We have outstanding customer service, and we have a wide variety that they can't find elsewhere. So apparently, I'm not the only mom looking for a trendy gray bow. Built on these 3 pillars, we have risen to the top. Out of 1.9 million Etsy shops, we're in the top 1%. We're actually ranked 132 out of 1.9 million. Thank you. How did we get here? How did we get to the top 1%? We got here based largely on the success that we have honed our brand identity really strong. Our brand message is super strong. We know who we are, and we know who we're selling to. And we meet those moms where they spend most of their time online, social media platforms. We have over 22,000 Facebook followers, 48,000 Instagram followers. Our Pinterest page is still lively. It gets over 600,000 views a month. And our MailChimp campaign list has over 22,000 emails, not of potential customers, of actual past customers. Those are like really hot leads. Our customer acquisition costs, it costs us $3.18 to acquire a customer. They spend an average of $28 an order. 23% of them come back as repeat customers, and of that 23%, a majority of them actually buy from us 4 times or more. So we've created some bow addictions kind of around the country, and I'm pretty sure there's husbands that hate me for killing their budget, but girls gotta do. And the lifetime valuation of our customer is $47.89. This is a graph of our past revenue and our projections. This past year in 2018, we did $422,000, and we're on track for doing $658,000 this year. Our plan in the next 5 years is to actually roll out adjacent products to a demographic that we're already serving who knows us and trusts us. At this point, we largely have had products for baby girls, and then the next year, we're gonna roll out some unisex products that will double our customer base of already customers we've acquired. So we're gonna service boy items as well. We think that by the end of 5 years, we'll be at the $5 million revenue based on these new products we're launching. We have exciting things planned. Always, we always do. In July, we actually need a new manufacturing site because we're currently bursting at the seams at our current office. That was a bad sewing joke, yes, I agree. Pun intended, very much so. So we need to have more machines, more space to keep up with the demand. We have to scale up our infrastructure as our orders are increasing. Our next plan is we're gonna roll out those adjacent products I was talking about, which I'll elaborate more on in a second. We're gonna do one in August, and then in the fall, we are gonna diversify our marketing strategies, because up till now, we have only done social media ads. So we are currently in the talks of talking to one major website that is one of the leading pregnancy websites, and they also have a corresponding app about doing our first national ad campaign with them. And we have reached out to a bunch of box subscription companies to get our products in their box, because we know that if we can get our products in the hands of new baby moms, they'll be hooked and they'll come back for more. And then in January, we are actually gonna open up our own website because we're still currently housed on Etsy. And by doing this, we'll actually decrease our expenses because we'll have smaller per transaction fee than Etsy currently charges us. And we will get more efficient and targeted ads because Etsy imposes limitations for tracking that when we're on our own site, we won't have. So we'll get more bang for our buck with our social media ads as well. And in March, we're gonna release a new product. What are these new products? Baby blankets and car seats. We currently have, on our social media and our website, we have tons of pictures of babies and blankets because they go hand in hand. And on a daily basis, I'm not exaggerating, moms ask us where they can buy those blankets. And I'm tired of selling someone else's products. I want the answer to be, you can buy it right here. Please give me all of your money. Okay. And then the same concept applies for the car seat covers too. And the nice thing, like I said, is unisex, so we'll be doubling our customer potential. My ask. I am inviting you to partner with me on the next leg as we build out our Turbans for Tots empire. We want to scale up faster than we have thus far. We have big plans. Turbans for Tots empire has been my Wi-Fi password for the last 5 years because it was always my goal, and now it's gonna be possible. We're asking for $50,000 for 5% of our company. And our plan is that in 5 years, by the time we get to a $5 million revenue a year, we'll be bought out by a larger retail company for 4 times what we're doing in our revenue, so around $20 million. We've watched this happen to other mom brands that we've followed, and we know it's possible for us as well. If I got here at $1.1 million with just a $35 gift card, imagine what I can do with $50,000. I mean, it's gonna. We have 5 years of sales under our belt. We have a solid pulse on our demographic. We have a proven business model. We're only gonna get bigger and better. Thank you very much.
So you clearly had a lot of success already, which is awesome. Well done.
Thank you.
How much of that success do you attribute to the handmade, sort of local flavor of the product? And how do you, if it is, which I think it is a big part of the success, how do you maintain that with a 10x growth?
Totally. So at the beginning, for sure, in the first year or two, people very much knew that it was me making them handmade and locally. Now, as we're answering, more and more customer service, people are actually surprised that we are making them handmade still, and lots of people don't even know where we're based. So we've realized that it's not actually been as much of a key to our identity as it was at the beginning, but we think that there is potential as we grow to still have it, keep the manufacturing locally, because we like the ability to pivot as trends pivot. And that's one thing, if we go overseas, we'd have to order so much larger that we could miss a whole trend in a whole season, where we're actually see something that's come out and we realize that the moms really want it. Within a month, we can get it in their hands, which we wouldn't have. And then limited quantity also creates like this rush and excitement and adrenaline for the moms. So there's actually a lot of benefits that we've found to have smaller quantity, and we think we could keep that onshore. Hello.
Are you the designer
I am.
for everything?
Current-ish. I initially started out that way. It's amazing how things change as you have babies. You just kind of have to replace yourself. So we currently have 10 people who work in the office. The other people who work for us work home and then bring it in. And we actually have started more being collaborative with our design, because my target demographic is 24 to 36 females, and I'm 33. So my expiration date is coming up, and I recognize that. So we have some 22-year-old women. We have a lot of younger women who work with us, and we've been pulling on them for influence to keep us young and hip, and we think we can continue to do that.
So why wouldn't you ask for more money and be able to get a full-time professional designer if you've got a lot of product ideas?
Yeah, that's true. Great. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for veteran business. I know as much as I have known, but I'm looking for more of a mentorship too, to help me dream bigger. Even doing this process, realizing what I thought was possible, it's so much bigger than that. So
yeah, I think just being the CEO and the cheerleader for the organization is going to consume a lot of your time. So getting a designer might be a good solution. The other is, what prevents other companies from copycatting what you've done? I mean, is there any barriers to entry? Is there anything proprietary here?
Totally, there is not. But we actually, since we've begun, we have people doing what we're doing. We just do it better. And that's one thing from the beginning, realizing anything that you have a product, especially with China having direct-to-consumer access now through Amazon and all the other avenues, that's a real threat to all people with a product. So if we do it better and have our brand be stronger, they understand when it's us and when it's not us, and they're willing to pay more for the quality. So Amazon sells knockoff everything, including hats and bows, and we actually hear the feedback of, I bought something and it doesn't fit, or it fell apart in the first wear, so they maybe try it and then come back to us when they realize the difference that we offer.
So I have a question for you. Where do you get the material?
We a lot of online ordering, because I found cheaper bulk prices online.
So is this American product, or are you is this Chinese product? Are you going to be affected by tariffs and things that are going into play? And
they're all actually American-based companies that we buy our
American-made.
fabric from.
So do you have the ability, as you grow, in the cash flow, to purchase this product in enough bulk to take advantage of buying opportunities that would increase your profit margin?
Thus far, there's been a couple times when we realize something's popular and then go back to get a lot more, and then it's been sold out. But for a majority, I would say 75% of our fabric, we're able to buy it in bulk continuously as the demand keeps up.
Cash flow hasn't been an issue?
No.
And I guess my main concern is, we've got a lot of folks up there who make this stuff by hand. As you ramp the business up, is that something that you can continue to do in a way that's going to meet the consumer demand? And you're saying that it takes up to 30 days to get the product. Did I miss that?
Oh, no, I was saying we could introduce a new product once we see
Okay.
demand. It takes us 5 days from when they place the order to when we have it mailed.
Are you making it as they order it?
Ish. About 75%, we complete an item, about 75%, and then we finish it based on the sizing so that we're never stuck with inventory.
Right.
We can make it per size. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Have you been hearing from any of these larger brands that are, kind of noticing you? And if so, what are you hearing?
That once we get our revenue up even higher than it is currently, they'd be interested in continuing the talks. We've kind of been flagged on some a sleeping baby. There's a couple ones that, yeah.
Okay, well, and so so talk about some of those milestones you're probably going to have to hit for them.
Yeah, I imagined, I think it was around like the $1 million mark is what they'd be interested in seeing our revenue. And on some level, I've been growing my family up to this point, and I just actually had my last baby 3 months ago.
Your exit strategy.
Yes, my exit strategy. So this womb's closed for business, so I am excited to, sorry. I'm excited to see, like, if I could put the pedal to the metal, like, I think we could get there with my concentrated effort. As my kids are going to kindergarten and preschool, I'll have a lot more focus.
Okay, and you were talking about, kind of staying up with the latest cool trends. So far, for the 5 years you've been working, have you seen some of your things kind of be, popular the whole time?
Yeah, actually, baby bows we've found are pretty universal, so we'll change the style a little bit, but
Are you keeping the gray bows the whole time?
it's literally one of our best sellers.
Okay.
Who would have thought? Yeah, don't tell the big box. No, kidding.
Okay.
So what would you do with the 50,000?
We would buy, so to order to roll out the blankets and car seat covers, we want to have them in place before we do our national ad campaign and before we launch our website so that we have like products to offer both mom and boy demographics. So do it in that time frame, we would need the 50,000 to like jumpstart it.
That's for
Raw good
materials
material.
and for labor? Or?
And yes, and website, to actually get our website up and running, we need to spend a little bit of that on that. And then, to material, cost of goods. Yep,
Thank you.
Are you profitable?
we are.
Are you?
Since
What
the
kind of
beginning.
what kind of margin you coming back with?
We have 44% gross, and we're about 25.5 net.